Okay, we're going to call the meeting to order. It is Tuesday, December 26, 2023. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Minutes and reports received in file.
We do not have one today.
Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
I don't have a whole lot scheduled this week as far as our recurring meetings and stuff, so. No, don't have anything.
Oh,
I think the only thing I have is a juvenile tomorrow. Is there a juvenile meeting at Architects?
I believe it's a Zoom link.
Oh, okay. That's all I
Okay.
have.
yeah, I have nothing. So, do we have any commission comments? Okay. Bids and contracts. Approval and signing of Pringer Family Center's contract with DHSS.
So I have a contract with the Department of Health and Senior Services for the detection and mitigation of COVID-19 in confinement facilities. It shall not exceed $165,000 for the period of December 1, 2023 through July 31, 2024. We submitted a proposal to them back in early October. $76,000 of that money would go towards salaries. The remaining money that we submitted would go to equipment and furniture and other filters, office purifiers, disinfectant foggers, items that would mitigate infectious disease.
Yep. So I'm good with it.
I marked it with the purple.
Oh, you've got the contract.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't sign it until it's approved.
Okay.
See, I
I
need
wanted you to
I
know
need a
how hard it is.
motion and a second, and then I will gladly sign it.
I'll make a motion to approve and sign the contract for juvenile with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval and signing of 2022-2023 GEMT interim cost report.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I have both the cost report and the fee agreement attached here by paperclip. You might give that to Sam, it's original.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's the original.
Yeah, we had received the email
Yeah, but
on this
yeah,
from
in case you wanted to
Chief
go over
Hoy,
it.
so,
It's an annual agreement. I think you guys have seen it before.
Did Chief send out an email to explain this, I think?
Send out an email to what?
To explain this, I think over the weekend?
yeah, I think we
or-
received,
Yeah,
Here was the email.
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Does that help?
yeah, it appears to me that we learn more as we go down the road in terms of what costs we can recapture.
Correct.
And maybe this explains why about 3 years or 4 years ago, there was an excessive cost reimbursed, which we had to pay back.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't
go-
mean to cut you
no,
off. I
you're-
think the first year we went into it, there were a lot of unknowns.
Right?
And I think everybody has learned a lot since then. Unfortunately, it was a tough lesson.
Yeah. And so we can actually depreciate our vehicles and take the annual depreciation as a current year cost.
Correct.
And maybe that first year, the cost of an ambulance might have been put in there instead of the annual depreciation.
I believe that's correct, sir.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm good with it, so.
I'll make a motion to sign the GEMT Transportation Medical Cost Report application.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't know if you needed another copy or not.
Sorry, guys, I wanted to bring you one in case
Yeah.
you didn't get
Yeah,
to see it.
yeah.
I don't know how many he has to sign. Sometimes he's gonna sign.
I'll sign
30
them
and
both. I'll sign.
get all three.
Oh, God, we got 3 of them. Okay. Okay.
You went there. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Signing of contract with Summit Mechanical for fire protection repairs.
I think that's mine, and I'll have to go get that. Sorry. Can you pass that?
Sure. Okay, we're gonna postpone the signing of amendment to our EAP agreement now with the University of Missouri. And we'll postpone that. Unfinished business. New business accounts payable review. If you want
Let's wait
to
for
wait for her,
Debbie.
okay.
Do we have some on there, Mark?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then we'll go to, oh, okay.
And ask for approval of accounts payable pending review of the last one for the year.
Motion to approve accounts payable pending review.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and then we will go back to,
Okay, this is the fire protection repair for the Pringer Family Center. You guys approved it last week, I believe, and so it's just signing of the contract.
Okay. Make a motion to approve and sign, or to sign the contract with the Summit Mechanical for the fire protection repairs at the Pringer Family Center.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, and then we are gonna postpone the Public Works building permit fee schedule till next week. So,
Bless you.
Cole County HD biometric screening letter of agreement. Miss Christie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So the Department of Health and Senior Services contacted us to do some biometric screening for their employees. So we'll go over, do the lab draws, and follow up. We usually would typically refer them to their doctor if, we find elevated glucose or cholesterol or things like that. So it is $50 per employee. And Chesney looked up, and last year we did about 100, and this year they have even more signed up. So
Oh, good.
just ask for you to sign that agreement.
Okay, good?
Mhm.
All right, make a motion to sign the Cole County HD biometric screening letter of agreement with the Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Discussion regarding county mileage reimbursement rate.
How about a little history on what this is, or maybe backstory?
I think I'll turn it over to Sheila.
Good morning.
morning.
Last week, the IRS released their 2024 rates for mileage reimbursement. They went to 67 cents per mile as of 1/1/24. We are currently at 55. Ours was raised in ours was raised in January of 23 to 55 cents per mile. The state raised theirs to 65 in July with their fiscal year. The discussion was held at that time to postpone considering a raise on ours to see how gas fluctuated and those things. The state typically follows the IRS, and so I anticipate that in July, they will then again jump to the IRS rate of 67 cents per mile. Again, we are at 55 right now. We will have some departments that utilize that mileage reimbursement more than others. but it is consistent that we have that. My recommendation was that we consider jumping up closer to IRS, not necessarily to IRS rates. And then Mark joined the conversation and recommended 60 cents perhaps to meet in the middle, if you want to come up.
Well, at 60 cents, I think the current amounts in the 2024 budget will probably be sufficient. If we go above that, which is fine, I'm not saying we shouldn't, but, you know, a lot of departments don't hit their mileage budget. The majority of them don't. So if we raise it based on what we've currently got proposed in the 2024 budget, I think we'll be fine. Say if you raise it to 67 cents, we might have to do some budget adjustments once we get going next year. But again, that was just my opinion, my recommendation. If we go to 60, I don't think we'll have much issues next year, but that is 7 cents lower than the IRS. I will admit that. But
And where is Missouri today?
65.5.
They're at 65.5?
have we typically been at the state level? It seems like we've always
No,
been a little low.
it's-
Well, for years, we were actually ahead of them, because they reduced theirs, and then they came back and increased it, so, yes.
And of course, if you looked at my computations, it's because our big departments don't typically incur mileage. It's just, the assessor is one of the
Well-
largest ones, but they've gone down a little bit since they.
They incur
had one
mileage,
county
but
car.
they incur mileage on county vehicles, not on personal vehicles.
On assessor? No, they
No,
only got
no,
one.
you just said that those other places
Oh, yeah,
don't
yeah,
incur
the
mileage.
big- Yeah, right.
There's
So
lots of
increasing-
mileage, there's lots of mileage in the sheriff, but he does it with county cars.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. So this, I mean, the change in the employee reimbursement for personal mileage has no effect on their
Correct.
budget, so, yeah.
People that go to training, basically, and the assessor.
Or it has little effect on their budget, let's put it
Yes.
that way. Yeah.
I don't want to get too far behind the other governmental entities. And if 60 cents doesn't require us to amend budgets, and I think that might be the sweet spot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit. I don't know, just trying to research why they're raising it up, what they're basing it on. I don't know if there's necessarily a rhyme or reason. Maybe the vehicles cost more was brought up, but gas doesn't cost more than it
Gas
was.
has actually come down some.
Well,
Yeah.
the optional mileage rate that the IRS allows is to make up for not only fuel, but insurance, tires, oil changes, cost of vehicle, all of those things. So although maybe we don't see that much difference in fuel costs right now, but some of us have seen the difference in car insurance. And we see it at the county level on our carrier. I would propose a increase to 60 cents effective January 1.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. SFY 2024, that's probably Debbie, ARPA.
This is a grant application for the first
Grant,
responders
okay.
capital improvements and inoperable communications equipment grant. This is the final application we're putting in for $29,582.05. But we're putting in for that much money. They're allowing us to have in-kind match. So we're utilizing the purchase of one of the vehicles. So it's 5 radios. We're going to get brand new mobile radios for our vehicles.
I'm good with it since he's got the cents on there.
Yeah. I'll give you the nickel if you want to be able to round it off.
I'll take the nickel.
Are you suggesting that the sheriff sometimes lacks sense?
Yeah.
All right.
Right here. It's on video. Thought I'd let you know.
I'll make a motion to approve the grant application with the Missouri Department of Public Safety number 164133-SFY 2024 ARPA SLFRF.
Second.
Is that enough?
Yeah, yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
You do lack sense sometimes, though, at his request.
I didn't disagree with what you said.
Okay, man, we just breezed through this. Do we have anything else before we go into closed session?
I don't know. Happy New Year, everybody, early. That's coming up before we see you again, right?
Yeah?
I think that's about it then.
I'll make a motion pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri, the commission will go into closed session to discuss the following: personnel issues under section 610.021 subsection 13.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Sam,
Yes?
Harry,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Okay.